So this video might be a little awkward just because I wasn't able to record my voice because I don't know how, so I'm just re-recording it. So if there's like random parts where I'm not talking, that is why. So besides that, I just had this really silly idea just to pretend to be Ice King in Animal Jam and see what people would think, but then nobody noticed who I was unless I asked them to tell me who I was. So So going to Mount Chevere, there is just 2 people here, so that's great. Not expecting anyone to know who I am. Like, just sitting here and there's no people coming except for that random blue fox, which they look kind of cool, but you know, nobody's noticing who I am, so I gotta go somewhere else. Now in Jamal Township, that is where the action is. Sorry, that was really awkward. But now we have to try and see if anyone can guess who I am by typing a little message, because no one's just gonna walk up to me and say who I am, because that's not how it works. So we gotta give out a free prize. Yay! We just had to be silly and say that I'm giving out a free princess because what else would the Ice King give out? Obviously only a princess. Well, I guess he wouldn't give out a princess though because they're all his. After waiting, I just sort of gave up and decided to type something kind of rude, but then someone finally got it, and they are actually another penguin, so that made me super happy. But I did owe them their princess, so I just traded something off their trade list that wasn't very good that you could get from the store, and I gave them something pretty good, which is nice, and I gave them a non-member item since they were a non-member, so they got a non-member princess, so that's pretty nice. And I'm glad they just knew who I was, because I wasn't expecting anyone to actually say anything. So, gave them their princess. Just to be silly, calling them Gunther, just because, you know, that's the typical Ice King thing. He calls everyone Gunther, even all of his penguins. So, just gotta do that. Now, after trading that, I came up with one of the best ideas. I am going to make at least just a few for now, but I made a Gunther army, which just was 3 different ones, but I just thought it would be a fun idea to make a few and just give them out to people, because, you know, I feel like that's just something random that he'd do in Adventure Time. Like, let's just say a random episode he just gives out Gunthers or something. So I thought that would be a little fun to do, and I think any Adventure Time fan would appreciate it.
Okay, let's go.
Finish up typing my little message, and now I just gotta wait until someone knows who I am to give them their free Gunther. After waiting, you can see that someone finally got it, so that means they get their free Gunther. After chasing them down, I was finally able to give them their free Gunther. I hope they like him. Make sure they treat him well. Now that they got their free Gunther, of course, they need their care instructions, which is taking good care of him or don't, because, you know, it's Gunther. He's kind of evil, so, you know, if they don't want to take good care of him, they don't have to, because if they don't want an evil villain taking over him, then they're good. Oh, okay, yep, they're gonna eat him, great. If you just watch this play out, it's very silly, so I'm just gonna not talk and you can just read it. I had one one more free Gunther to give out, and you can see someone actually did guess it again. Another flying animal. They were all birds. What? That's such a coincidence. Not really, but yeah. And I'm so happy that someone else actually was able to guess that. It's so nice because they were so friendly. But then I had to have them put something bad on trade for their Gunther because it is technically free and you can't gift pets. So I had to have them put something bad on trade, but I'm so glad they were super nice. So now I'm just trading them their Gunther, of course. This is the last of the Gunthers, and I actually hope to make another one of these, but with a huge Gunther army, so I can give out a lot more because, I don't know, I just thought this was very fun. So, yeah, and I just like the idea. It was very silly. And, of course, got to give them their care instructions again because treat him well. Or don't. Doesn't matter. It's Gunther. He might just turn out evil. You never know. But I'm so glad they liked their Gunther. Now, of course, back at the Ice Kingdom, I got my own Gunther out. His name is Cold Snake in the game, but, I mean, it works really well. Anyways, yep, thanks for joining another Ice King adventure. So classic. Classic Ice King adventures. But, yeah. That was very fun, and I thank anyone who comes across this for watching it, and now, time to find a princess.